The first round of the NBA playoffs continues as we gear up for game number 4 out east. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Atlanta Hawks. With my partner, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Hawks coming into play. They lead this finals 3 games to none. And the impressive win in game 3 means they are well on their way to moving on.
And I'll tell you what, I am shocked. I mean shocked that we're here at 3-0 right now. I really thought this was going to be a battle. So now on the other side, this is a test about who you are as a basketball team. Do you have the resolve to fight back, or are you resigned to the fact that this one's just about over?
Easy path to the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. He's looking for that touch.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Cleans it up, offensive board. Cleans it up, offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Irving with the basketball. We're just underway in game number 4. Almost, but no good. Count the basket at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Trae Young. Here comes the screen to Trae Young. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
And stuffs it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
4-3. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
One of the hardest working guys in the skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Kyrie with the rock. Goes to the left side. Tatum. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Brown into the front court. Lead is 2. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Dwayne Dedmon trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Irving brings the ball up court to Horford. There it is, Al Horford, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years, which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Pass taken away by the Celtics. You've got to get that one to go. To Kevin Huerter. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Irving. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Kevin Huerter. Beasley's shot won't go. To Rozier. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Ball's controlled by Boston. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Rozier. Pulled down by Dedmon. Bazemore with the slam. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Morris. Deep three at the buzzer. We're 1 quarter down in game 4. Jay and I are back after this. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
From long range, won't go down. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
The Hawks with 4 to shoot. To Trae Young. No good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Kent Bazemore sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hawks with the basketball to Kent Bazemore and finishes strong.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Going to the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Hayward to Horford. Hayward to Horford. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's Atlanta ball. To Beasley. Cashes in for two.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 6. To Jaylen Brown. Flushes it home.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Beasley. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Beasley to Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Hits all 3 free throws.
Get it, shoot it again.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's finally on the board, makes his first shot.
Putting on a show here, getting oohs and ahs from the crowd. This is entertainment, people.
All right.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Nothing going here on that drive. For 3, not getting the bounce. To Hayward. Off the assist.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Here's Atlanta. To Kevin Huerter. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Irving, 3 for 6 now.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen to Kevin Huerter. Here's a chance from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Al Horford tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Kyrie Irving, 4 out of 7.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
Hawks have it to Trae Young. Add 2 points to the board. We reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Celtics
have the lead, but not by much.
They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. The Hawks are within striking distance at the half, and while they may be down, it's not for a lack of effort. They deserve some respect for how well they've generated scoring with their offensive rebounding. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Assists.
The first half is exactly what coaches want to see from their players offensively. The ball is moving, players are taking great shots, and the assist totals keep going up.
Player of the half.
Kyrie Irving really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Trae Young. To Beasley. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Kyrie Irving, couple of free throws on the way. A career 87% from the line. Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Beasley. To Kevin Huerter. Trying to cash in, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Now a steal by Atlanta.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Beasley. Baseline drive. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No fouls.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
That pass stolen by the Hawks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Irving to Hayward. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Gordon Hayward at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's Irving with the rebound. Probing the defense. Count it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Short jumper off the mark. To Irving. Runner here won't go down. And he's going to the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid...
He's got 2 shots coming. A career 65% free throw shooter. So he hits the first, misses the second. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Shot from in close, no good. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Oops, he missed the first one. He missed a pair of free throws. To Beasley. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Hayward, Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nut drive. Here comes the screen. Irving. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Second effort. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Irving. Aaron Baines powers it through.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
To Ken Bazemore. Oh, I missed a short one there. To Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Marcus Morris. Tough make through traffic.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
A shot at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. And this one's all tied up. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ball game.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Short jumper stays out. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. John Collins knocked away. It's getting dangerous down
that. But I did like getting the ball right back.
A drive by Brown, but he can't finish.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Rozier with it. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. To Horford. Won't go. To Ken Bazemore. Down low, Collins. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Rozier. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Trae Young. Boston secures the rebound. Horford. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. Deep right corner. Has a look. And he buries it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
The Hawks will use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
To Trae Young. To Beasley. Had a chance, but it's no good. Horford. And he's going to the line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Gordon Hayward. Couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Oh, whistle. Hawks with the basketball.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Surveys the floor. Beasley. To Kevin Huerter. Beasley. Celtics have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Gets a look, can't hit. It's Atlanta ball to Trae Young. Beasley. Probing the defense. Brown with it up top. His team up by 7. Offensive. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Beasley. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Referees called it. That was intentional.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Now a steal by Atlanta. Beasley. And a pass stolen by Boston. Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win with a comfortable scoring margin, and the defensive intensity made all of the difference. They were committed to staying aggressive, forcing turnovers, and being disruptive on their way to victory. The Hawks didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold. Here's our top plays of the
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.